Hello, welcome to The Citizen Game, the new gaming podcast. Today I'm joined by lovely ladies, Steph.
Hello.
How are you doing?
Good, I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. You repping your team?
Unfortunately. It's been a very, emotional time
There
far.
was a record broken the other day. It was like the first loss. Everton beat you for the first time away in like 30 years.
Wow.
I thought this was a gaming podcast.
Sorry. Yeah. Okay, so this is a gaming podcast, not football. Thanks for coming.
Thank you for having me.
And we're joined by Jay-Ann as well.
Hey,
How are you doing?
I'm good. Chill, comfy. This is nice. So
I know.
Love it.
That sofa is people listening, this sofa is like teddy fleece.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Very comfy.
It's
I was
lovely.
saying if you were like hungover, it'd be really great to just
Just
stroke
sleep
this
it.
chair
You wouldn't want to get up.
for moral support.
It's gorgeous. But yeah, I'm good. Excited.
I know. We are both bright colours.
I know. I just can't. Like, even in summer or winter, I have to wear some kind of colour. It has to be done. I feel comfy. It's
True.
good.
So we've got my gaming memorabilia here.
Lovely.
We've got-
Lovely.
Charmander, Mario, these little, what they call the pop things.
Funko Pops.
The Pops, Monopoly. So we're going to talk all about gaming, but before we get into it, let's talk about you guys quickly. So Steph, Nnesaga, you run a company called Nnesaga. Do you want to kind of give the listeners a brief overview of what you do?
Yeah, so for those who don't know me, I go by Stephanie. I'm founder of Nnesaga, which is one of UK's leading gaming and entertainment platforms. Focus on, diversity and inclusion within the gaming and entertainment space. We make up of gaming, comics, anime, TV and film. And yeah, just over the last 6 years, it's just been a growing platform. I'm a games consultant, so I work very closely with game studios to ensure that, the Black minority, marginalized, and those who felt underrepresented are represented in these spaces. And then I'm also a content creator, streamer, and I do some production work and I do events. So we do a lot of events and workshops, especially trying to bring gaming to a different experience. Because when you normally go to gaming tournaments, people expect you to be pro, gamers. But I wanted to kind of bring the experience of just playing it, at home with your boys or girls into an actual environment. So in doing so, I've hosted over 18 events over the last 6 years, working with Nike, EA, worked with Facebook with Jay-Ann before Gamer Girls Night In, and a couple more of your faves. So, yeah.
You're Superwoman, basically. In
try to
summary,
be.
Superwoman.
I tried to be.
And you've just started the agency.
Oh, yes,
Come on.
yeah.
Okay, so Steph's got the
You must
best.
have to bring it out.
Yeah.
What the
I
hell?
thought it was just Nnesaga today, but if you want to bring Ion.
We're talking about it all. So you've got the best slogan ever, impact over numbers,
Yes.
which for anyone in social media, I think it's so important
Yeah.
because it shouldn't just be about how many subscribers you have or how many followers you have. It's about the impacts that you make
Absolutely.
on your community and the people around you. So
Absolutely.
you created a new agency.
Yes. So co-founded a new agency with Timmy from the Nerd Council called Ion. And yeah, it stands for Impact Over Numbers, which is something that I've literally lived by since the beginning of this. Being a gamer, being in the industry, not just content creating, but just doing more than that behind the scenes. A lot of companies expect you to have the biggest numbers in the world, but, I have been living proof that you don't actually need to have the biggest numbers to actually make the biggest impact. And in doing so, we've done so much. We've actually proven, that the impact shows itself, and it does also sell. Because at the end of the day, it is a thing where it's a business for a lot of people, and yeah, you need to make money, but it has to be organically, it has to have an impact. And then on top of that, you're able to kind of represent those who never ever felt or dreamed of being in those spaces. Yeah. So, in doing so, I wanted to create this agency which allows people to make money who would even feel like they didn't, they could make money off gaming, and, give opportunities to the minority, marginalized, and just use my network and just use my knowledge to kind of pass it on, because I'm all about helping people. So hopefully we can make a change with this culture shift. So yeah.
You're like a blueprint, I think, for
Trying.
content creators in the UK. Definitely giving people hope, because I think sometimes, especially when you're first starting out as a content creator, no matter what field, it's not even just gaming, when you see other people who've got the subscribers and all these views and stuff, it's hard because you're like, I'm never gonna get.
You feel like it's
there.
unattainable,
Yeah.
you know?
And it shouldn't just be that. It shouldn't just be about that. You should have fun. Firstly, creating your content.
Exactly.
And secondly, you should have people to look up to that are kind of in a similar boat, have been through a similar journey to you.
Exactly.
So,
And just have purpose as well, because I wouldn't be doing what I'm doing if there was no purpose for me. And I am somebody that wants to leave a legacy, because there's going to be people after me. And if you kind of start this path, others, you know, will also kind of join. And if you open doors for others, then once you do leave this earth one day, at least you've made that impact, and at least you've seen that cultural shift. So, yeah.
100%. And also we've got Jay-Ann, who is the founder of the Black Girl
Yes, sir.
Gamers.
Yes. What can I say?
Do you want me to say it?
Okay. So yeah, Black Girl Gamers is basically the world's largest community-based platform. We have over 7,000 Black women in the community,
Come on.
gamers from all over the world, all different ages, genders, orientations, and sexualities. We started 6 years ago as well, so it's so funny as well. But started off as a Facebook group and has developed into a platform and community that not only just, I've always said I don't want Black Girl Gamers to just be a safe space, but a progressive one. So in terms of diversity and inclusion in gaming, being the platform that pushed for Black women representation in games and pulled up for publishers and it kind of ignited the fire for gaming companies to start having Black female representation in gaming and in game characters and bringing them out, even though they don't give us credit, but it's fine. Because I know the tweets and our content found itself in rooms, because I've had people in the room tell me.
People are always watching.
Exactly.
Always
And you've
watching.
been in them rooms, girl.
And I've been in them rooms. So similar to Steph, do events. We co-produced a Gamer Girls Night In, which is an event we first started off with Facebook, which was a women's only event. We do workshops specifically for our members to get them into the gaming industry in different ways, be that voice acting, content creation, working in the industry in different jobs. We had our Black Girl Gamers Online Summit. So we have our which was a huge event for the gaming industry, because there'd never been something like that before, which focused on Black people in gaming and giving them not focusing on the marginalization experience, but focusing on bits and tips and highlights and insights in how to get into the industry. That was super, super great. Similarly, worked with brands. So we've worked with Adidas, EA, Twitter, PlayStation, Facebook, Microsoft, Riot. I'm also a games consultant as well. So consultant on upcoming game for Insecure, which is Issa Rae's series. I'm working on that with the team. Amazing. Black and brown founded company by women. I'm so excited. And there's something else, but I can't remember what it is. So, talent brokering. So I've surpassed one of my goals recently, which is to put at least £7,000 into Black women's pockets. So what I do is I broker opportunities via Black Girl Gamers for content creators to get paid by doing sponsored work. So Netflix, what's it called? Fortnite, Adidas, and getting them paid where typically in the industry you didn't see Black female content creators getting most of those endorsement deals, those sponsorship deals, or even just their name affiliated with a brand. So that's something I've really, I'm working towards 10,000 next time. So I'm super excited to do that. But that's similar to Steph, where just too many hats, man. It's
You guys, honestly, you've done so much, and we're friends outside. We actually met, what was it, two and a half years ago at an ASOS gaming event. It was like a women's gaming event, which seems so long ago now, but I just admire you both so much for everything you do.
Thank you.
So I thought,
Likewise.
obviously,
Look at you.
Yeah, I'm podcast now.
Doing things.
No, it's mad how far we've all come in that space of time.
100%.
And I think it's just like amazing. And I take my hats off to both of you because you work so hard. You work full time alongside of all of this. May
Honestly,
I just say.
God willing
So
that we turn this full time by the end of the year. Like, we're tired.
okay, so to start, this is the question that I'm asking everyone. We'll start with Jay-Ann first.
Okay.
What are your top 3 games of all time? If you
Girl,
had to
what
pick.
kind of... Okay. So the first one that I really fell in love with as a young child was Enter the Matrix, because the first time I saw a Black woman with Bantu knots.
Yeah.
Niobe. Niobe from The Matrix. He was played by Jada Pinkett Smith. And I was just besotted by the just...
I remember.
I was like, she's
long coat and
badass. She got
everything.
bantu knots and she's got sunglasses. I was like, yeah, that was lit. So that game. The second is one that I've been playing recently, which is Spellbreak, because I love fantastical things and it's kind of like a battle royale with spells, and I love that. That's right up my street. I'm trying to convince Steph she's going to play one day.
Are you like shaking your head at us?
She loves anything to do with like magic.
Thank
That's where
you.
she's at.
Did you like Skyrim then? Because I was a mage in
So
Skyrim.
I loved Skyrim.
Yeah.
Didn't save, rage quitted.
It didn't save.
It didn't, I don't know what it was. Something happened similar with Valhalla. I put Valhalla back on.
Yeah.
And it brought me back to Norway. Like, even though I was already in England.
I wouldn't.
No, I
couldn't
started
do
again.
it.
I was
Oh,
like,
I
sorry,
understood
cool.
that thing.
But yeah, it was, so yeah, the second one is Spellbreak. And out of, I think the third one has to be either Witcher 3 or Mirror's Edge. Mirror's Edge because one, it was like Asian female representation, again, martial arts, badass, doesn't even have to carry a gun. And it just gets your adrenaline going. Like Mirror's Edge is, the parkour is just lit. So I think I'll go for Mirror's Edge, but I love open world games like Witcher 3, Valhalla. They're still up my street.
Yeah, I remember The Matrix, and I just thought it was so lit that you could switch between two characters.
Yeah.
And I was like, I hadn't had that before.
Could be
I don't
Ghost
know.
as well. Yeah,
I was
it
like,
was
this
dope.
is so cool. But I was always, whenever there's an option, like even in Valhalla, between being a male or a female, I'm always like, I'll be the
Able.
female
I
character.
love it. I love it. It's so good.
But I've never played the other two
Spellbreak.
games. Never played them.
I'm going to get you on Spellbreak, don't worry.
Okay. Because I like magic. I don't love games where there's too much fighting. I prefer the role play aspect, which is I think why I
you
like
won't like
Assassin's Creed, because you can sneak around. It's kind of logical. I prefer to try and
stealth
sneak
kind of
around,
stuff,
do the
yeah.
stealth thing as much as possible. Or like cast a spell or something. In Skyrim, I was always casting spells.
Yeah,
so.
you won't like Spellbreak. It's very combative.
Okay,
Yeah.
maybe I won't try that game. Okay, Steph, what about you?
First and foremost, GTA Vice City. That is the game for me. Like, I understand everyone has.
I'm San Andreas.
Yeah, like, I mean,
say
I
San
love
Andreas.
San Andreas. Like, love it, culture, everything, music, just the black representation, amazing. But with Vice City, I am such a whore when it comes to 80s
Wow.
themes. Like, I
Can she say
love 80s, like that whole 80s aesthetic, that time. If I could
The
travel back in
theme,
time.
the radio
It was
stations.
dope.
When Michael Jackson, was it Beat It? Is it in the game?
Yeah.
Michael
Yeah,
Jackson,
yeah,
I was
yeah.
riding a motorcycle and Michael Jackson Beat It came on in the game. And I was like,
Right.
I turned my TV, I was like, this is lit.
You want to drive properly. Do you know what I mean? The music, like the best soundtrack of all time.
Yeah.
The themes of it, the color, the aesthetics, like it even inspired Nnesaga and just the colors of it. And just where
see
it
that.
takes me, yeah, where it takes me. Like I just love Vice City.
Rockstar, if you're listening.
Yeah.
Hello,
you
can we have a Vice City remake?
I
Or
would love it
Please.
so much.
We need something back in Vice City. 'cause
We
we've
need
not
something
been
from
back there.
GTA. Like,
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
yo,
come on.
them lot are comfortable. They're making what? They made like $1 billion or something in 3 days.
yeah.
I think it might be the... Actually, I've got a quiz later on, so... it's
Oh, damn.
There you go.
She got to take away the game card.
But yeah, Vice City for me. Secondly, Street Fighter 2. First game I ever played in my whole entire
Was that on
life.
PlayStation 1? Or was it always in an arcade?
Nintendo.
Nintendo
Nintendo?
SNES.
Yeah, that was
and
my first
SNES,
game as
yeah.
well.
Okay.
So my first console was the SNES, and then Street Fighter 2 was my first game ever, and just Chun-Li just being
Same.
that was the
That was my
go-to
first
character.
game
Oh,
as well.
she's my cheat code. I just kick. And I'm like, yeah,
She had
kick.
Amazing, most awesome thighs ever. But just seeing a woman that isn't like your typical skinny. I mean, we celebrate all, shapes and sizes,
course.
but she wasn't that typical, standard size. And I just
And it made
loved that.
sense that her thighs were that big.
Do you know what I'm
Because she was
saying?
kicking so much.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And I think up until that point, there's obviously a few more, but she, for me, is the first female gaming character that wasn't sort of the damsel in distress.
Yes.
She was like
Yes.
a badass, and they didn't make her power less because she was a female.
Yeah.
I think they even maybe increased sort of some of the leg power. Because I think there was I remember reading something a while ago, and they did a study into it because they were thinking, okay, if she's a female, make her power less, which they didn't, which I give my hats off to them for.
Honestly, because it's not every day the woman has to be useless or not important. So
Yeah.
I really liked how she was just as important as like your Ryu, your Kens, and all of my other
Perfect,
guys.
yeah.
And then my third favorite is between Kingdom Hearts 2 and just the Devil May Cry franchise. But I'll go with Kingdom Hearts 2,
Love Kingdom
only
Hearts.
because just blending Disney characters with other characters.
Final
and just,
Fantasy.
Yeah, Final Fantasy, and just the way Kingdom Hearts love to just blend different like franchises together.
Yeah.
I really like when it's like a big link up.
It's like Easter egg, a giant Easter
You know what I'm
I
saying?
love-
It's
yeah,
like Marvel
I
vs.
love Kingdom
Capcom, or it's like
Hearts.
Injustice with the DC characters and more combat characters and stuff like that. And it was one of those ones where, yes, it did have dark tones, but it was still kind of lightheaded, fun. And yeah, I know a lot of people won't understand the story, because even till now, probably won't understand the
Oh,
story.
it's
but
so I had to watch a 20-minute YouTube video
To understand
and I
what was
still
going
don't
on.
understand
Yeah,
what's
exactly.
going on.
all
but
of that. Like, no.
it's a provocative, it gets the people going, but
Yeah.
so, but yeah, Kingdom Hearts 2, definitely a game that I cherish to my heart.
I love Kingdom Hearts. I think I played the first one. It's the first one where you start on like an island and you're like
Oh
tropical
no, I
island.
don't like turn-based games.
Yeah,
so
if I remember.
You don't like them?
I have, because it was turn-based initially, right? Yeah, I hate
Yeah, it
turn-based
was.
games.
What, the first Kingdom Hearts, was it turn-based? I know Final Fantasy obviously used to be. Oh, it is, but it's more fluid now.
Yeah.
So you
Yeah,
can die
now,
if you just press
but,
a button.
But before I just like,
I
I
remember
hate
on
turtles.
the first Kingdom Hearts, you start on this like tropical island, and I was stuck on that tropical island for so long because I was like, how do I get to the next part? Honestly,
I barely give you
hours.
any like clues or anything.
Yeah, but no, I really love Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah, Kingdom Hearts is the one.
Yeah, so I've got a few like
Is it the quiz?
no, the quiz is
Good.
the quiz is later. The quiz
God,
is later.
we got to make her forget this quiz, you know. It's like,
You're both gaming experts, so you're going to go head to head in a quiz.
Jesus.
And we're going to arrange your like
said
buzzer
expert.
noises. Like,
No
what
way.
buzzing?
Okay, lit.
Okay.
So I've got a few bits of gaming news we're going to delve into. So the first one is I was looking at like world records for gaming, and there was one I found, and it was the world record for the largest Pokemon collection. And this person had over 17,000 collectible, like little collectible toys like this.
Really?
Wow.
17,000.
Where did they put
That's
them?
exactly what I was gonna ask.
Well, there's a whole, the photo was a whole room full of like, they range between really big ones to tiny little like cuddly
Figurines.
toys, color coordinated. May I add?
God,
It was just
wow.
like spanning over from like orange to
Like a shoe
turquoise.
collection.
And they said that they actually go to locations across the world to pick up these collectible.
Wow.
Charizard better be
Pokemon.
paying rent, boy, because that's a lot.
The thing is, Pokemon's had a massive resurgence, especially the
100%,
trading
yeah.
cards, obviously. So they might nowadays.
They'll be worth a lot, probably, if they haven't unboxed them, like some of the stuff that they've
Yeah.
probably collected.
Like even till now, like Pokemon is still considered as the, I think, most
Successful
Successful
gaming franchise.
franchise,
ever.
yeah.
So
It is.
just collecting that, and then let's say 20 years from now, when you want to sell it, like it will be worth a lot.
Good.
Definitely.
I love it when people do that because it shows like a dedication to something, and I feel like people think that stuff weird. I actually really like. I collect Funko Pops, so I love that kind of stuff as well, and designer handbags. But that's not the point. Black-owned designer handbags. I must specify.
Oh, I saw the one on your Instagram the other day, and I went and
Beautiful.
every single bag is sold out, and I was
yeah,
really upset.
he's doing a restock on May 10th.
Okay,
thank God,
cool.
I'll be
He's
there.
I'll be there.
gorgeous.
Because I literally was
Gorgeous.
just like, click on the page, click on the shop. Yeah, I definitely want that. If you guys were to collect something that wasn't kind of like a niche-y thing, what would it be?
Gaming related or just.
It could be anything.
Okay. Well, I already said like I collect black-owned designer handbags now.
I think probably trainers. I do it anyways, but there was a point when I stopped because I just hate the sneaker
bots.
culture. Yeah, I just hate the sneaker culture recently. I
Yeah.
can't. It's like people don't want my money. Like I can't go and buy something. Like okay, so was it yesterday? Yesterday I wanted to get the Yeezy slides, right?
Oh my God, I was trying to find them the other day. no way.
My friend ended up getting all three, right? And I was in the queue waiting, only to not be selected for the draw.
What stores like?
It was on the Adidas store.
Oh.
And then I went on to other stores because they were dropping it later.
Okay.
As soon as it hit 3 p.m. for another store, it was literally crashed.
Yeah.
I was just like,
It's all
I
the
can't-
bots. They just
all of
have,
that.
yeah.
That's
I
good.
hate it so much. But I think trainers will be one thing for me. What's another thing? Probably.
Men's hearts.
I mean.
You know,
I'm a good guy. I don't break hearts, probably like Sailor Moon stuff. To be honest,
Yes.
Like, yeah, like
See, for anyone listening who can't
wore it for
see,
me
but
today.
I am wearing a Sailor Moon top. I did wear it for Steph because I knew you were
It's
coming,
just
but
you.
it's also on the table as well.
I love it. You love to see it.
We were trying to remember what was the name of the guy that brought the roses really randomly.
Tuxedo Mask.
Him.
Yes.
He was kind of creepy.
Really?
Why is he turning up just like in the shadows with a rose?
That's what men do.
Yeah,
They
but
turn up and they
just
ghost
out here
you.
creeping.
Turn up, give you
It's
a flower.
true to
Waste
form.
of time. Do you know what I'm saying?
True to form, not even hello, just here's a
Do you know what
flower.
I'm saying? Exactly. I'm here to waste your time and let's go. Like,
Exactly.
do you know what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
I love to say
I'm not
that
even
name.
saying his real government name, please. Anyway,
I'm trying to think what I would collect.
men's hearts.
Well, I can't even get one. I'd love to, but not my school area. I feel like I collect. You know, when you find something you like a pair of trousers that are one color, I will buy them in every single color. Maybe even 3 pairs of the same one, just because I'm like, I stick to what I know. So I'm like, cool. If I find one thing I like, I'll buy everything in the
And so you
same
can
color.
coordinate with anything as well.
exactly.
Outfit galore.
Yeah. So I feel like I wouldn't have a niche area, but I'm just kind of like, I obsess over. And you know, when you go to a restaurant at Wagamama's, I've never ordered anything other than a katsu curry. Ever.
Wow.
I'll get the same thing every time when I go to
Gosh.
places. Just because I don't want to risk it and buy like,
Something else you may not like. Yeah.
I sent stuff
because you
back.
just left brokenhearted. Okay, the second thing I want to discuss was, do you feel that it's possible to fall in love with a gaming character? Because in one of the other episodes on the series, we discussed a story where a guy married a video character. It was on the Nintendo DS. There was like a game where you fall in love in the game, but he actually he held a ceremony and married the girl from the game. So do you think that it is possible? Because after that, I did some research and I found some Reddit forums, like quite a few, where people are expressing like that they've actually fallen in love with a character from a game.
I have a life. That's
I mean, must be drugs on the brain.
trust me,
I can't.
it
I'm
literally
sorry.
must be that.
Personally, okay. Like I can, you know, in anime where people have their bae character and everyone loves.
Yeah,
like, that's
that's
cool.
fine.
But like going
Get married.
I feel like I could get it in a way because sometimes you feel lonely and the games provided you with an outlet to.
Girl, there's porn.
Whew. I mean, I was gonna say sex doll, but you know, like at least that's physical.
True.
So you've never been in The Sims and made someone you fancy in real life?
Yeah, but I
Yeah,
love
yeah.
the
How
sim.
younger.
I ain't gonna feeble array with the sim, you know what I'm saying?
I think it's possible because I do think that some people seek an outlet and maybe catch feelings for your gaming character.
Is it love or is it obsession?
That's another thing.
Yeah.
Is it like what's the word? Infatuation. Like is it love? Is it can't love you back?
Because they can't.
Unrequited love.
They need to work on their social skills because that's sad. I'm sorry.
Ooh.
I'm so sorry.
But you know, people like marry cars and stuff. Someone married the Eiffel Tower.
What?
Yeah.
And what did the Eiffel Tower do for them lately?
Light up.
Yeah. It was a great landmark. It provided the world with a lot of beauty. But
World's full
yeah.
of all types and yeah.
Have you never seen those documentaries about people who are in love with their cars?
No,
I've
you need to send me
seen-
one. Send me one.
Oh yeah, it's
No.
insightful. Yeah.
I think I've seen with the dude with the red car. I don't know why
Yeah.
the red car. Yeah, is that the one?
And he lies underneath it.
yeah.
This is the bonnet.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
It's on Netflix.
I don't know. We on YouTube or something.
Somewhere.
It'll be somewhere.
Someone married a wall. Someone married their dog. People do things. you know?
Why would you marry your dog?
So let me
you
say
know,
what to
some-
say.
Each to their own.
Yeah.
Moving on.
No, moving on.
Okay. The next question is: if you could play one game for the rest of your life, and you don't feel like you would get bored because you only could play this game for the rest of your life, what would you guys pick?
Vice City for me.
Really?
I can just the music. I'm good. The music, the vibes,
I don't understand how.
cheats.
I love Vice City. Don't get me wrong, but when the theme music on San Andreas starts,
Yeah.
it's a bop. Like it hits.
Love it, absolutely.
It's different. Yeah.
Absolutely. I just Vice. I just don't know. Vice City just edges it just a bit for me. But I think maybe as well. Like I love San Andreas like with all my heart, but I think maybe that it's that kind of inkling feeling of that stereotype. That kind of, do you know what I'm saying?
That's why it's not on my top list.
That's not because it's like, okay, yes, there were gangs back in those days and stuff like that, but you know, black people are kind of more than gangs, you know. And even in GTA 5 with what's that guy? Is it
CJ?
no? What's his name again?
Oscar? No, what's his name?
The other black dude that was another protagonist.
What was
I
his
don't
name?
remember. Not
What was
CJ.
even the main guy? Because you had Trevor,
Trevor,
Michael,
Michael,
and then
and
Victor. It's Victor. It's Victor.
Victor?
His name's Victor.
His name's Victor?
Wow, I thought it was Carlton or something. Okay, but
Get it up.
yeah, get it up. But like even that, I know they tried to stem away from it, but there was still
It's
some
still,
sort of street life.
that's the thing. Like, I find that I
wasn't
feel like
Victor.
when it comes to the way they depict black criminality, it's always this one stereotype. They don't
Exactly.
think like black criminals could be in a suit.
Oh,
And
it's
could be someone money,
Sorry, it wasn't
Franklin,
Victor,
I was
Franklin.
way
someone money laundering, or in that way. Like
you know what I'm
they always
saying?
cast it in the same light, and that's why the GTA games are not on my top list, just because of like that. Like I'm good. Like it's great, I like it, but some of the way it depicts things and continuously does so just irks me a little bit.
Yeah.
But it's a great game.
What would you pick for your game to pick?
I think I'd have to pick an open world game because there'd have to be so much for me to do.
Like side quests
yeah,
and stuff like that.
yeah. So like Valhalla is a good example. Like I would love a black version or like an African version of like Valhalla because
That would be really good.
it would be so much content and it would just be so refreshing. Everything that exists now, I feel like it's been done in one iteration or like gaming needs the same way movies need a refresh because they keep rebooting movies.
Yeah.
Gaming needs new ideas, new concepts.
I think I saw you tweet actually, maybe
Forspoken?
last year,
forward to.
and you were saying everything seems to be like medieval theme.
Yeah,
It needs to
we've
be
actually got
switched up.
content coming out about it. We made a video coming out. It's coming out. But everything is medieval themed. And I think that's why I'm just like, and it always, for the most part, a lot of the open world games, I haven't played Ghost of Tsushima yet, so I'm excited to play that. But most of the open world games that are based in fantasy are based in medieval Europe. And I'm kind of tired of that, especially since medieval Europe had different races and they choose not to depict it. So for instance, you've got the Moors in Spain and stuff like, you can depict that, but they choose not to. And so I'm just like, I'm getting tired, like,
Man, they
honestly.
even put in Four Guys. I'm just like, well, come on, man. Like,
I was like, this is so typical. Like, it has to
Yeah,
be medieval.
I remember that. It was like season 2, medieval.
It was it's like, oh, wow, surprising.
that's what I'm looking forward to Forspoken.
100%.
Black British female protagonist, and you can already see that open world. Love it, like that kind of thing. I'm looking forward to, and it's refreshing as
Yeah.
well. So, you know, what were you? What's one game?
I am not. I'm stumbling. I'm not decided. I want to say The Sims because
That
it
would
is
make
what
sense.
you make of it, and I think that you can start fresh all over again. It
Yeah.
can be a completely different experience. However, for some reason with The Sims 4, I reach a certain point and then like I'll make my family, make my house, and then the gameplay isn't.
It's limited.
It's not the same. Like I was
Yeah.
playing The Sims 2 the other day and I played it for hours. With The Sims 4, sometimes I just find myself like, everyone's in a good mood. What do I do next? kind of thing. So I think if it was The Sims 3 or The Sims 2, then yeah, it'd be really good. So
Yeah,
probably The
definitely
Sims, to be honest with you. But I feel GTA 5, because it has GTA Online as well.
Yeah,
GTA
true.
Online, you kind of,
Yeah,
it's
you
never
want
And
ending.
roleplay,
really,
like
is
we
it?
were saying, we were talking about earlier, right?
Roleplay,
GTA roleplay. So I want to be in a roleplay server.
Same.
Same.
And people take them very seriously. So we were talking about what characters we'd be. Jay-Ann,
did you
what
guys
would
do?
you
I'm
be?
gonna be a Jamaican granny going around and boxing everyone with my bag. You know.
And would
This is
you
Watch Dogs.
would you have a job or anything, or would you just be like your
so
thing would
I
just
will
be
be a
chatting?
taxi driver. You know, say when you come in, I'm a taxi. I pay me good money. If not, I'm gonna box you down and find your family and just.
Would you know, like a side hustle or something?
Yeah,
as well?
man.
Okay, so that would be like your day job.
Yeah,
And
they call me granny. They call me OG granny or something like that.
I
around the
like
hood.
it because I was discussing it and it's really serious. So you have to apply to be part of some servers.
Yeah, you do.
Really?
Yeah, so you have to actually put in an application because if you come out of character, they probably won't want you in the server because it's very serious. And it's not the same as GTA, like you can just run the lights and like
The
shoot
police will
people
find
and stuff. The police, there's real people that
people.
are characters as policemen
Police, yeah.
who can arrest you.
no way.
Yeah, so and then I think if you have a career, you have to like properly start from the bottom and try and work your way up and stuff like that.
Yo, this is sick. Because I always wondered what this role, like how it works, but
It's like a
it
real
actually-
life simulator
so
in
cool.
GTA, which I think I would really love because I used to do their thing where you pretend to drive in real life. So I'd
Same.
stop at the red lights.
Same. I can't
Just wait for it to
Yeah.
change.
Exactly.
To indicate.
Yeah, but I don't know what my role would be. What do you think what would your job be? I think I would want to own a nightclub, but I feel like that's
don't
quite
know,
a high
be
position.
lit.
I think it's quite a high position in a role play server.
You have to
Again,
you have to work your way to the
yeah.
top.
Definitely own a couple businesses. But I'd actually, if you find a server, then let's do it.
Yeah. I think I'd be a working
How do you
lady
do-
as well.
Yeah, it'd be fun to stream. I
Yeah, a lot of people are streaming it
Yeah.
nowadays, so
think. It's definitely something that I want to do.
yeah, that would be sick.
Can you imagine the
So-
shenanigans?
I've made a segment called Biggest Gaming Fails.
Right.
And before we do this, I haven't labeled these as fails. They were just on the internet and I picked them. Okay, so the first one is PlayStation Vita. Let's talk about it.
I hear it.
So this was their follow-up to the PSP. So it's
Yeah.
a portable
Yeah.
device,
Yeah.
but it came out around the same time as the first iPhone. So it's like people could play mobile games
Yeah.
like with 3G and stuff.
Yeah, I hear it.
Did you ever have one? I didn't.
I had a
didn't get one.
PSP.
Yeah,
See?
I didn't have the PSP, which I regret now because I really want to play Crisis Core.
Oh yeah,
And
yeah, that was
only
on there.
the PSP and I
Yeah.
missed out.
eBay, I'm sure they'll have like.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
eBay,
need
that's
to.
fair.
I think with the PS Vita, what you know what it is, the whole sense of portable handheld gaming is run by Nintendo.
Nintendo,
Like
I
they
was
are the
gonna say.
champions of it. So although the PSP was amazing, there's only so much PlayStation themselves could have done in that space. So around like the PS Vita, you obviously had like Nintendo with like their handheld consoles, probably like the DS or the 3DS that came around that time. And I think more people were more inclined to go over to Nintendo as opposed to the PS Vita.
Yeah.
And with how successful the PSP was,
Yeah.
it was very hard for PlayStation to live up to it. So at the same time, they had the PS3s probably coming out that time.
Yeah,
right?
and
They
I
did.
think they incorporated 3G into the PS Vita, so it was kind of like you could go on the internet and I think maybe play against people virtually. But as I said, it's like the iPhone just come out, so whatever you could probably do.
And
I
then
don't
it's
think it was
on.
a bad product. I just think it wasn't, the market was strangling it. Like you said,
Yeah.
Nintendo's had the hold on that market for decades. Like
Yeah.
I used to go to church and play Game Boy. So like for people to then trust their investment into the PSP when they actually can have a PlayStation, it's a bit
Yeah,
it's a bit
true.
different. It's not
And
the
I think
same.
at that time it's like, well, I could have my PS3 and I can have an iPhone or like a
Exactly.
smartphone. So why do I need?
And
a
the
PS
iPhone had a
Vita?
lot of hype. A lot of hype.
exactly. And I think if anything, it was either too late or too early because you're too late because the iPhone and smartphones had come out, or you're too early because the Nintendo Switch then just came and took
Yeah.
over any sort of like portable /
Exactly.
console.
Exactly. I obviously have Xbox now with doing the whole xCloud stuff, but they're not trying to go
Too far into
do
the
you understand?
handheld. Yeah.
So,
So the second one is, I don't know if it's a fail or not, but we can delve into it. And I know there's a lot more to the story than we probably know. So last year I've been excited about this game
I
for
know what she's gonna say.
years and
I
years.
know what she's gonna say.
EGX 2019 or 20. I think it was 2019.
yeah.
Oh god.
Watch the like hour-long play-along. Oh my gosh, I need this game in my life. It's going to be like GTA and kind of like a first-person shooter mixed together. Sick. So Cyberpunk drops. When was it? November?
November 2020. I just saw the advertisement on the bus like the other day as well.
Yeah.
They pushed it, innit?
And a lot went wrong. So it's didn't work on the PS4 because I only played it on the PS5, so I don't know.
I
But
didn't play it.
yeah, it's just.
Did they send you closer? Yeah.
Shut up.
So before we delve into it, like off the top of your head, would you say it was a fail or not?
Okay.
You know what?
Go on.
So there are games that flop at launch, but then they come back. So for instance, No Man's Sky didn't, because of what they promised at the time, and it
Yeah.
wasn't what they promised, didn't do so well. The team worked hard,
Yeah.
and the fan base was loyal, and the game's made a comeback, and it's got a loyal player base. I think that might be the case with Cyberpunk if they decide to continue trying to develop it, but like from what I saw, because I didn't play it, there were a lot of issues with the game, and it became like the game became the joke. And I think that damages the reputation. I kind of felt bad as well because obviously the writer of the story is a black man. And I'm like, God damn it.
It's not him that made the
Yeah,
game. but,
exactly.
you know,
But I'm like, oh man, I wanted that. Like, I wanted that for him. But at the same time, there was like issues with like potential transphobia around the game as well. So I don't know if they can come back from that. But you do you, boo.
I think it was rushed. I think there was pressure for them to get it out from a
was.
higher level.
It was.
And the developers then...
I thought we were beyond crunch now. Like
They were.
I thought we were. No, but I feel like in gaming we should be beyond crunch as a concept. Like the game should come out when they're ready, as opposed to keep promising a date and pushing it back and keep promising a date.
It's annoying because when you have investors, they're on you.
On
They're
the
very on
point.
you. I think so. For me, I managed to play the game and I played it on PC. Originally, I wanted to play it on PS5, but the team didn't have like the code, something. But so I was able to like review I haven't reviewed it yet, but I was able to get the game early. So did that. It was part of the campaign, all good, but it was rushed. And again, there's so many levels to actually making the game what it is. Like you said, you have the execs, you have the higher ups, you have the investors. The devs are like, when it comes to being in the rooms, there's probably like maybe 1 out of, 200 people that's going to rep the devs, but they don't have the final say so.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, people are pumping money into this. 100%. And with a company like CD Projekt, they are predominantly a small team. They've just recently expanded. There was a lot of potential with the game. For me personally, when I played on a PC, there was a few lags until the update on launch day, the first one. I enjoyed it. My experience was good. Like I was seeing everyone complain on the PS4, and I was like, I've got my PC,
PC master race.
Do you know what I'm saying? I was just enjoying, but at the same time, I felt for people who really, really were looking up to this game. People were.
I was really
I felt for the
excited.
devs.
I felt for the devs so much because I was
And the
under a lot
team
of pressure.
as well.
And the team. They were getting a lot of vitriol
So
online.
much.
And I feel like, again, this is the issue with gaming culture as well. It's not what you want. It's not
the
how
entitlement.
it's the entitlement, but it's even if you're upset with a game, it's not what you say, it's how you say it. They come across really angry and very like even bordering on the area of violence.
Sending death
and
threats.
sending death threats. Like that's a no-go. Like chill out, bro.
Yeah.
These are the kind of people that marry the game characters, I'm telling you.
I'm telling you, it definitely is. Like it definitely is. Like even now, they're still bringing out updates.
Yeah,
they're still
see
fixing
this,
it.
yeah.
Exactly.
They still want to. From what I remember, they still want to go multiplayer. I don't know if it's gonna be this year or later on next year. But yes, it did flop at launch. Let's keep it real.
Yeah.
But there were people that actually enjoyed it for what it was. The story itself is really good. Really, really good. Like from what it is, it's really, really good. I think it's just everything around it was just muddy. It was unpolished. And
COVID as well.
And COVID as well, especially the plans that they had to do like a live event, everything. They had to just switch up. Even people that got to play it super, super, super early, they had to send the game onto a cloud for people to test it out. So you had people really, really caping for the game until launch. So, there was a lot of potential for it, but unfortunately, just due to just the miscommunication, mismanagement of it.
I think COVID set off
COVID
everything
as well.
first, though. I think
COVID's like even like the PlayStation events, Nintendo events where they announce new games. It's not the same.
It's not at all.
As having a convention where you can go and feel the
100%.
atmosphere. But it is what it is.
Yeah, COVID affected a lot, really, to be honest. And you have to hold sympathy for people. They're working a job just like anybody else, and they are affected by it just like everybody else. So, I know it's our entertainment, but there's literally thousands and thousands of games out there that you can play if you wanted to be entertained whilst you wait for this game.
Yeah.
It's not going to kill you.
You
Like,
understand.
relax.
Exactly. Okay, so the next thing, I've decided to do this game where it's not the quiz yet. It's not the quiz, don't worry. So I got it from TikTok. If games consoles were, so we're going to do flavors of crisps.
Oh, okay.
So we'll start with the Game Boy. So if the Game Boy was a flavor of crisp, what flavor would we give it?
The Pringles sour cream.
What? The ones that make your breath smell for hours.
I was going to say ready salted.
Really?
What, the plain flavor?
Yeah, because it's a classic.
Yeah, but it's not exciting though, is it?
Neither is ready sorted. That's exactly what.
Well, I thought the Game Boy is exciting.
Yeah.
I love
You
the
didn't
Game Boy.
get
I did.
Tetris, we've got
But I don't find it
Pokemon.
exciting anymore.
Kirby's Dream Land I used to love. But
Meh.
It's
It's
like Harry Potter as well.
cheese and onion then?
Okay, yeah, cheese and onion.
cheese and onion, Walkers.
It's a classic.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a classic. I feel like people either go for the salt and vinegar or the cheese and onion.
I
So
hate salt and vinegar, yeah.
I hate
love
cheese
it.
and onion, but I like salt and vinegar.
Vinegar.
Let's do salt and vinegar. Isn't it green, isn't it?
Yeah, the green
I'm trying to
one.
go with flavors and colors.
Yeah? Salt and vinegar?
Salt and vinegar?
Okay.
I don't like it, but yeah, go ahead.
I mean, you're matching the Game Boy, you're not.
Okay, so the next one is the PlayStation 4. I quite liked the PlayStation 4.
Yeah, no,
In-
the PlayStation 4 knocked it out of the park,
yeah.
that gen.
So we can go out of just flavors and go into different like
Crisps.
Doritos, like Quavers, things like that, like different types.
I think it would be Pringles. That's why I think it would be Pringles, because it was like everyone likes
loves
Pringles,
it.
right?
I love Pringles.
I love Pringles.
Probably Pringles. There's this one, I think it's a Walker's one, and is it a Thai one?
The Thai sweet chili. The
Okay,
ones, the
no.
sensations.
Yes,
Sensations. And everyone
Thai
has them
sweet
at like
chili.
drinks parties.
Yes,
Yes.
everyone
That's what
has
the
those
PS4
crisps.
is.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
A classic,
Yeah.
a timeless classic.
I support
Yeah.
that decision.
Because do you know what? With those sensations, it spans across generations.
It
Yeah.
does.
On
Everyone
the
loves
PlayStation
them.
4, you could play older games. You can even play some of the games that are on PS5 because
Yep.
they haven't moved them over properly yet. So with the sensations crisps, like all the generations love them. Like I'll
Yeah.
go to my
Yeah.
parents' dinner party. They've got sweet chili sensations, but I'll have a party. I'll have the same one.
Yeah,
Do you know what I mean?
so it's common because the PS4 was the most sold console that gen as well.
Exactly.
So it works.
Definitely.
Good suggestion.
Okay. So the next one is Xbox 360.
Yo, bang
is a
bang
great console.
Don't
That
try it,
was-
Steph. Don't try it because I know you're gonna say something.
I love the Xbox 360.
Don't try it, bruv.
Okay, what flavor would you choose? I'm giving it to you. I'm giving the floor to you because I love the Xbox 360. I'm giving the floor to you.
I don't eat crisps like
Oh,
that.
see-
That's the
see?
thing.
And she's telling
There's
me.
so many different crisp
All right,
flavors
wait.
though.
Did you lot eat pom bears?
What?
Never mind.
Wait.
They're
Is it
like
the
the,
teddy
the
bear
healthy
things?
crisp
The
option.
pom pom bears, little pom pom bears when you were a kid.
Yeah, the healthy crisps. You never have them.
They were so
They were from like
nice.
Holland and Barrett and stuff.
No, man, what do you mean they were at Tesco's?
Are they shaped like bears?
Yeah,
I need to see the picture.
they were nice.
They were shaped like bears and they were just ready salted. There wasn't much flavour to
They
them.
were
Like,
perfect.
Pom bears.
See?
They were quite expensive as well for what they were.
Yeah, they were nice.
I think that we could go down like
Monster Munch.
Nah. Ugh.
Pickled onion monster munch is so good. Pom bears, there you go.
Oh,
Yeah,
those.
the
Okay, I
actual
hear it,
pom
I hear
bears.
it.
So Xbox, I loved Xbox 360.
Same.
That's the only ever Xbox I've owned.
Oh, really?
Well, no, I have an Xbox
The
Series
first
X
one
now,
also
but
knocked it out of the park. The first Xbox killed it.
Xbox One, was it?
No, just Xbox.
Xbox.
The
No, I
first
only
one
have the
just killed it.
360. I would say that I might go for prawn cocktail because I love it, but I don't always reach for it. So it's like
okay.
I don't always play Xbox, but I really love that console.
Yeah, I can
So-
see that.
I can hear
I
it.
can see that.
Yeah,
I can see that.
Yeah.
Prawn cocktail burns my tongue.
Really?
that's it.
Yeah, it's too,
It's like a
too
hit and miss
strong.
sort of.
Okay, the next one is the PlayStation 1. So the OG
Oh, wow.
original PlayStation console.
Okay, I'll definitely go for Monster Munch with that one.
Nah, I would go for hula hoop.
Okay. That's it.
Why
Everyone-
hula hoop?
I don't know. I just wanted to say hula hoop.
Hula hoop.
Hula Hoop is a classic.
Hula hoop is a classic. I think that they're also really fun because you know when you have the hula hoops, did you ever used to
The
put them
ring,
across-
yeah.
yeah.
Roll around,
I mean,
right?
they're fun. It provides enjoyment,
Yeah.
and they've been around for a long time.
Yeah, that's true.
PlayStation 1's been around late 90s, was it? Mid 90s,
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
think. So, hula hoops.
Hula hoops.
Hula hoops. Next one is the Nintendo Switch.
Ooh,
A very versatile console. You can play it handheld. You can play it on your TV.
Doritos. You can eat them as
Yeah.
crisps. You can use them for
And dipped
guac.
in dip,
Yeah,
guacamole,
exactly.
sour
Yeah.
cream.
Yeah.
But which flavour of Doritos?
I don't know.
I really
a
like
plain.
I like the light salted one.
Yeah,
The blue packet.
The yellow
yeah.
one.
Oh, I think I know which one you mean.
Those are addictive.
It's just they're kind of just like a plain.
yeah,
Yeah,
but
plain
that light
nacho
salt that
type
makes
one.
it addictive. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, those
I
are-
like tangy cheese, the orange
No,
one.
I can't
And
stand
it goes
those.
all over your hand.
You see-
Yeah.
Okay, maybe that's a Nintendo because it's kind of
Okay, so Doritos then.
Doritos.
Doritos. Okay, let's go with the Sega Mega Drive.
Aliens. That's immediately.
I knew someone was going to bring up Aliens at
Aliens
some
is a good
point.
shout though.
Yeah, because it's just reminds me of like that back in the day game.
School meal, like when you
school meal,
school meal.
and
Later
like
on in
that
life,
time
yeah.
of like 80s and 90s.
Even the
90s.
cover looks like Space Invaders.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
That's a really good one. Okay, so
Yeah, space. Yeah.
okay, so the Xbox Series X.
We need something that breaks in the middle.
Steph sighed when I said the name. So.
Mine freezes all the time.
Does it?
Yeah. 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 I'm smiling, but I'm crying inside.
No.
I just told you, like, some of my Valhalla data went in it.
It's because of that.
That's the game I'm playing.
Oh, okay.
But yeah. Okay. Xbox Series X. Good one.
Crisps.
I think we should go for one that, okay, so I'm impartial to both parties, but I play my PlayStation 5 more. So what I'm going to say is, from my opinion, more people seem to be gravitating towards the PlayStation 5. So maybe a crisp that not everyone reaches for, but is still quite nice. So maybe like a not so...
I was about to say the vegetable crisps.
What about
Oh my God.
Quavers?
Quavers,
Xbox Series X.
they
They're
stink.
a bit old.
They've been around for a while.
It's like saying
They're
what's
nice,
it?
though.
It's the same thing. isn't it?
No,
What's
wait,
it?
because I've got an argument from the next console. I'm saving it for the next console.
I know what it would be, but yeah.
Okay, Quavers could work. Or Skips.
Oh my God.
I love Skips, but I don't always go for them.
I can't really.
I haven't eaten them
I
in
can only have it in
years.
doses.
Do you remember chipsticks? Like the salt and vinegar
Yes.
chipsticks?
Okay, let's do that. That
Okay,
would be good.
chipsticks.
Do you not remember what were they called? Not knuckles. Not noblets.
Knickknacks.
Knickknacks.
Yes.
Okay.
Love
Okay,
knickknacks.
yeah.
Knickknacks. The barbecue knickknacks were pain.
Okay, so we do knickknacks. I feel like
Okay,
we're all...
knickknacks, yeah.
Okay. So the last one, and I want to pledge my argument for this one. PlayStation 2, best console of all time. Firstly.
Period.
You don't agree?
She says Xbox.
Okay. Anyway, so PlayStation 2, best console of all time. Hear me out. So recently, they've started making giant Wotsits.
You have inspired me to do this. That's all I eat now.
Giant
Wotsits.
Wotsits, flaming hot flavor.
So
Okay,
like
I
flaming
eat
hot
that.
Cheetos, essentially.
No, but when I say giant Wotsits, they
How
are
big?
like the size of my finger.
They're so huge.
They're
It's like a
so
pound.
huge, and you will open a packet, and then 10 minutes later, the packet will be gone, and you're like, "What just happened?"
It's all up in your mouth. That's the
PS2.
PlayStation 2.
You
Has
know,
to be the
typical
PlayStation
gamers,
2.
man, eating them all them junky shit.
I know. It's so addictive. Like,
PlayStation.
Els kept putting on Nnesaga and we try it. And then, because I have the smaller ones, ever since then, I haven't looked back.
You can fit like only one in your mouth, and it's like two mouthfuls
I might have some.
per
I
I
might
might
Wotsit.
try. I might
Honestly, game changer. So if they want to reach
Oh, they're a
out,
game changer. PlayStation 2. I get it. Okay, I see.
So quickly, we've got 2 games to finish off. The first one is called Which Game, which
Okay.
is spelt like WITCH.
Because of bells, the
Yeah.
word, yeah. See what you did there.
So I've got a gaming review, and
Okay.
from what someone has said online about this game, you've got to try and guess.
Oh,
the
dope.
game.
Okay, cool.
Okay. It says minor spoilers, but whatever. So sit through a cutscene, get bored, pick your face, pick your nose, be a lizard. Lizards are cool. Almost get executed. Be scared of a dragon.
Skyrim.
Yeah.
I knew it.
The Elder Scrolls, Skyrim. Get some armor, get some weapons, run in circles, climb a mountain.
Card
Learn how to
shit.
yell at people from some old dudes. Yell at things. Do a bunch of quests. Gather more quests you'll never do. Accidentally become a leader of a guild of thieves. Go to college. Inherit college.
Definitely.
Get some spells. Do magic. Run out of magic. Do some more magic.
That's definitely scary. As soon as they said, be a lizard, I was like, it's the card. I know what that is. I know what that is. I know what that is.
Yeah,
That was
It was
good.
definitely Skyrim. And it's, by the way, this review goes on for pages and pages.
No,
So I don't think
are
you're
you
getting it.
still going?
It's like 3 pages worth of notes. Right, so the big quiz to finish off.
Okay.
I like to think that both of you are very knowledgeable in
Don't
gaming.
say that because now we're going to be not knowledgeable by the end of this
I'm
quiz.
I've given you
Embarrassed
I've
because
given you quite easy questions, I think. So let's
Okay.
sort out your buzzers. So
Okay.
you need, what are you going to be, Steph? What's your buzzer going to be?
Wow.
Wow.
Jesus.
Is this PG on?
Shout out Cardi B. Wow.
Oh my God.
We all know what it stands for, but here we're here.
Perfect.
Okay, I like that. Okay, so guys, before you can say your answer, you have to say your buzzer, and I'll pick whoever said the buzzer
All right.
first.
Okay.
And if someone gets it wrong, it passes over.
Okay.
Who is the most famous video character of all time?
Perfect.
Whack was first.
Go on.
Video character.
Video game character, sorry.
Super Mario.
Ding, ding, ding.
Yeah.
Well done. 1 point to Steph. Super Mario is the most famous.
All right, let's go.
Number 2. What was the first ever home console?
Perfect.
Jay-Ann.
Magnavox.
No, that's not right.
Oh,
What game? What is that?
I don't even. Oh, yeah.
It was the first
You should show me a
one.
picture.
It was.
First home.
Yeah. Unless this is a different name for that, but
It could be.
unless this
1970s.
website told me the wrong thing.
Wow.
1970s,
I was probably not
right?
born. Maybe the. Is it Super Famicom something?
It's not that one. The
Atari.
answer I have down is Odyssey.
Odyssey.
Yeah.
Isn't that Magnavox Odyssey? That's what
I don't know, so that's what I was thinking. It
I
might
think
be.
it is. Yeah, but anyway, it's all right.
We're all gamers here.
We know what we're talking about.
So I'll give you a point because I'm yeah.
yeah.
Which game character has appeared in the largest amount of games? Pikachu, Lara Croft, or Crash Bandicoot?
Wow.
Wow, got it.
Pikachu.
That is correct.
Yeah, well done.
Pikachu has been in many
Smash
games.
Bros.
Just
Yeah.
bare things.
Everyone loves Pikachu. Okay, next one. What is the best-selling video game of all time?
Wow.
Perfect. Done.
Wow, that's why I said pick one syllable.
I know, fucking hell. Sorry, excuse my language. Sorry.
It should be Grand Theft Auto 5.
See, I thought this,
Wow.
but apparently it's not.
Say it again.
The best-selling video game of all time. See, I thought it was GTA 5 as well.
I should know this.
I
feel
know
like
what's
know
going to
this.
happen is I probably
feel
have
like-
got all this information incorrect from some
I feel like I
website.
know this.
Anyway,
You know what? Pass.
okay, pass. It was Minecraft.
There we go.
Makes
You know what? That
sense.
makes sense. 'cause
It
of
does
kids.
make sense. when you
It does
think
make
about
sense.
And it's been out for years. Like,
Yeah, it
Minecraft's
has.
been out so long and it's
Yeah.
still so popular. Okay, so no one got a point. So it's 2-1 to Steph currently. Question 5. Blizzard Entertainment is best known for which gaming...
Perfect.
Yes.
Can't even let it finish.
Jay-Ann got it.
Go on.
Which gaming franchise?
Well, there's multiple. But
Which gaming franchise? So you answered, you went in too fast there.
ah, damn.
So Blizzard Entertainment is best known for which gaming franchise?
Overwatch.
No, that is incorrect. Steph?
Call of Duty.
That is Activision.
Heroes of the Storm.
No, it is World of Warcraft.
Duh.
The audience are very disappointed.
Wow,
that you
I'm
guys got that
disappointed in
wrong.
myself. And you know what? I did.
The World of Warcraft stands are going to
I
come.
forgot. They're gonna come for me.
I'm
I don't
so
play that
close to
game, so
play
come for me. I don't
that.
care. But
Okay, so the next one, question 6. What product did Nintendo first release before taking on the world of gaming?
Wow.
What is it? WAP.
It was.
Wizard World. It's money
It
spending.
was.
It was in a Netflix series it was featured
I think
in.
it was. Because I think I remember watching the history of it. Was it cards?
Yeah, it was playing cards.
Oh,
there she is.
well
3-1
done.
to
Well
Steph.
I,
done.
was like, I knew I was watching the history of something.
Okay, question 7. What video game has cost the most money to make?
Last of Us. I don't know.
It was
I'm just
not
thinking.
The Last of
Think
Us.
about mocap.
Most expensive.
Yes, we've actually already discussed this game.
GTA
today.
5?
Yes,
Ah, there
that
we
is the
go.
correct answer. But they probably made that back and a lot more because
yeah,
they're
yeah,
still,
yeah,
how many
definitely.
years? 7 or 8 years later, where's the next GTA? Question 8. What position did the creator of the Game Boy have at Nintendo? So they worked at Nintendo, but what was their position?
WAP then?
What then?
I don't know why Janet is coming in my head, but it's not right.
What answer did you say?
Janitor.
That's actually the right answer.
Oh, I
I'm
knew
not
I
even
heard it
joking.
somewhere. I knew I heard it
I'm
somewhere.
not joking.
No, I heard
They
it
were a
somewhere.
janitor.
Oh.
Yeah.
I knew I heard
Janitor
it somewhere.
bus, that janitor bus.
Yeah,
Okay,
you-
so it's
I hope
3-2.
they copyright.
Honestly.
Question number 9. In what year did Twitch launch?
So are we talking about Twitch or are we talking about what it was before?
Justin TV.
I don't know.
Justin TV, yeah.
This is the
I
internet.
used to watch
asked this
Mad
question.
TV on Justin TV. That was hilarious.
Seriously.
Girl, I don't know. Because
I'm just going to do WAP in maybe 2012.
2011. So
Close.
you're very close, Steph.
close.
Very close.
Are you talking about Justin TV when it was that?
I don't know.
Ah.
The question was, what year did Twitch
That was
launch?
just red answers on vibes. Like,
Yeah. Okay, so this is the penultimate question.
Okay.
Question number 10. What is the highest grossing video game movie of all time?
Perfect.
Go.
Mortal Kombat.
No, that's not correct.
Damn.
I was going to say Pokemon, but
It was Detective Pikachu, so it doesn't count. 'cause you
it's
didn't
not really
specify
posed.
which game.
Nah,
So it's still 3-2 to
I
Steph.
actually thought it was going to be Lara Croft because that was my second answer.
See, I thought it was going to be Tomb Raider, yeah. So the last question, it's 3-2, so Jay-Ann, if you get this right, you can equalise.
God.
Question 11, what is the best video game of all time?
Wow.
Sorry, ma'am. What?
I'm gonna say
The best video game of all time.
To you.
No, it's the best video game of all time.
I was gonna say to you. I was
To
gonna say
you.
Final
What?
Fantasy 7
Yeah,
for you.
yeah. Well, you got it right. Well done, Steph.
Which
the best
one?
video
Final Fantasy
game,
7, Final Fantasy 7.
factually, on the internet, is Final Fantasy
They're
7.
lying. They're lying.
Well, in my opinion, but you know.
Well done, Steph.
Well done,
No,
Steph. You
thank you.
win
Thank you,
absolutely
thank you.
nothing,
Thank
but
you.
you win the knowledge. That you're really good at video games. But yeah, thank you guys so much for joining
Thank
me.
you for having
Thank you
us.
so much for
It's
having
It's
been
us.
been
fun.
fun. I hope to, I'm really excited to see what you both do in the future because I feel like you've got loads of exciting projects coming up. Let the people know where they can find you on socials, Steph.
So you can find me on Nnesaga everywhere. That's Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, Nnesaga, and yeah.
So you can find Black Girl Gamers on Twitter at Black Girl Gamers. On Instagram, it's at The Black Girl Gamers.
Yeah.
On Twitch, Black Girl Gamers. YouTube, same. Facebook, same. If you want to join us, join the community, feel free. And me personally, you can find me Jay-Ann Lopez, JayAnnLopez_ on Twitter and Instagram.
Amazing. Well, thank you guys again. And thank you everyone for listening to this episode of The Citizen Game. And I will see you next time.